again, just put my phone here. Got sorted out, got whizzed round, and just got a couple of patients left to do what we can't touch yet, because certain patients you have to do at a certain time. So thought we'd have a cup of tea and just chill out and see what the world is up to. It's currently raining in the UK, which is great. It's mild up a bit. It's not as cold as it was, but it's not very warm either. So yeah, just having a brew and just seeing what we're all up to around the world. If we're doing anything exciting, like we normally chat about. See if we get anybody who's gonna be nasty. Do you know, that always surprises me, doesn't it? Why do you get people what are just nasty? What just come online and I think they take satisfaction from being cruel to people. I mean, what is the point of being cruel? You know, oh, you're boring. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. And then they ask such random questions like yesterday, for example, who's your favourite wrestler? I mean, where the chuffing hell did that come from? I mean, that is definitely random. Well, I think it is. It's definitely random. So, yeah, let's not have any of that crap today. Let's have niceness today. Let's be positive. We're getting towards the weekend. I know we've got this storm coming tomorrow. In my part of the world, in the UK, especially where I live, we're having 50-mile-an-hour winds, but they have put a weather warning out for up to 90-mile-an-hour winds. We don't want them. We don't want them. It just causes destruction, doesn't it? Smashes all the fences open. People's bloody trampolines end up 2 miles down the road. So you don't want that. You don't want that. So, yeah. What else we up to? I think I told you on the last one, taking my car to Mercedes on Saturday, having 2 new tyres put on the back. That's costing nearly 270 quid for 2 new tyres. It's ridiculous. And that's supposed to be at trade price as well. It's not even, retail, because I kicked off. Hi, thanks for watching. Because I kicked off the last time I went to Mercedes. I mean, proper kicked off. I actually put an official complaint in because, hiya dear, they mixed all my tyres up. They mixed them up. How can you do that, right? So it's front wheel drive. So you need the best tyres at the front and the ones what are a bit sketchy at the back until you can afford some new ones. Oh, love you too. And what they did was they put the good tyres on the back of the car and, oh, thank you, I don't feel it, I look rough. Wait until you see me when I've made an effort. And where was the train of thought? They put the ball tyres on the front of the car and then they put the good tyres on the back of the car. And I'm like, that's no good. It's front wheel drive. You need the decent tyres on the front. And then they pratted around and mixed up all my rims. So you know what it's like when you've got a front wheel drive car and obviously that's the turning axle. You're bound to clip the curb, aren't you? So I slightly curbed my front alloys, and on a Mercedes, the two-tone colours, the 2 different colours. And what happened was my decent rear alloys, they ended up putting them on the front and put the front scraped ones on the bloody back. So, oh my God. And trying to educate them what I wanted was like pulling teeth. I said to him, I don't understand. I do not understand a community nurse. But yeah, if you say district nurse, everyone knows who we are. And they couldn't get the gist of it, right? So if you've watched my channel, I'm not very thingy. I'm quite forward, aren't I? So what I said to him, when I went in for the 3rd time, I actually got some chalk and I chalked on the actual tyre shit. So they knew that that wheel was shit. But, you know, I'm a mechanic's daughter. They're the trained mechanics. And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I'm paying top money and they don't know a difference between a shit tyre, a decent tyre, and a decent alloy. Hi, dearest. Oh, sorry. I always forget to read down below when you're writing. So I'm a community nurse, just one below a district nurse. A district nurse is my boss, but I aspire to be a district nurse. Okay. So that's what I am. Oh, thank you. I know it's strange having fans when you think no one really likes you. So, hi, thanks for watching. Yeah. So we've got these shenanigans on Saturday, taking bloody car back, haven't we? For 2 new tyres, because I've dragged it out and they are nearly bald. So they need doing. It's getting a bit arse ends coming round. So when you're going round a corner, we've got understeer. It's like back ends coming round, and it's not very good. So yeah, we need to get it sorted, and I know. So my accent, oh my God, do you know, some people like it or some people hate it. My accent is well, I'm from Lincolnshire in the UK, but I've got a bit of Yorkshire twang, so that's where my accent comes from. Oh, bless you. I do try. I mean, do you know what? I never stop caring about others. This is the thing. And when you get some trolls on here, what are really nasty, like the other day, someone told me I had to lose £80. And I mean, I've already lost in old money 7 stone. So for someone then to attack me again, and I'm like, I am going to the gym. I'm going to the gym again tonight. But I'm not doing it the way where people just inject themselves and lose their appetite. I am doing it the proper way, you know, turning flab into muscle. That's what I'm doing. But it doesn't happen overnight, does it? You know yourself, guys. If you put on weight, you can sniff a bar of chocolate, can't you? And you've gained a stone. But you try and lose that stone overnight, and I swear you will not do it. You will not do it. So, what's that say? Think you've escaped me? Oh, what about going to the gym and exercising and people being mean? That's what we're on about at this moment in time. I know. I think I've had it all my life where people have been very nasty to me. All my life, growing up, when I was at school, in different jobs, there's been really some very, very nasty people. They picked on me because I am Auburn, even though you can't tell. I'm Auburn. They picked on my hair colour. They picked on my size. They picked on me because I hung around with different people rather than the popular kids. I would hang around with people who were maybe not as popular, but actually had time for me and actually were interested in me as a person. And I got singled out for that. It's really hurtful. So, oh, flipping heck. I ain't. Honestly, I'm not. And that's the other thing. I'm not very good at taking comments either, guys. Nice comment. I mean, nasty comments, I can obviously deflect the nasty comments, but when people say nice things to me, no. I just think, wherever they're coming from, there's gonna, you know, they're gonna come at me from a nasty angle, even though they're trying to be nice to me. I'm thinking, no, you're setting me up for a fall, aren't you? But and I you know, I try. My job is so hard. My job is so hard because obviously I look after people who are like, you know, in the last 12 weeks of life, got diabetes, got leg ulcers, all sorts. No, but I believe there is something out there. I do. No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna cry. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. Well, my job is tough. And do you know what? I don't know if there's a lot of people that realise that when the family pass away from an expected death, which means when a patient has got cancer, for example, and they know they're in the last 12 weeks of life, and we care for them all the way through to make sure they're comfortable, go in, because they might want to pass away at home. So we go to their home, make sure they've got a hospital bed, make sure they've got the right mattress, make sure they've got a commode, make sure Macmillan are going in to look after them, do the personal care, to do turns. We organise all that. And then when they pass away, us nurses actually have to come in and verify that the patient has died. And that is really, really hard. That is really hard because sometimes they're not my patients. They're not patients that I've actually had dealings with. And it's solid, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is. It is really hard. What did you say? I know. It does. I think it does. I think it takes someone who really cares to do my job. You've really got to want to care for people. I'm engaged, but we're not allowed to wear the jewellery. So that's how come I ain't got my ring. We're not allowed. Because you can imagine, we put our, and it's not going into detail, but it goes in certain places. Because if you imagine, if you haven't had a poo for a few days, then I've got the glamorous job of giving you a suppository or an enema. So I've got to do that job as well, guys. It's not glamorous. It's not glamorous at all. No, you don't. You definitely don't want to lose it. Can you imagine? Oh my God. Put your hand in and take it out and you'll be like, oh. And it wouldn't be very comfortable for the patients either, would it? So yeah, oh, I know. Well, I didn't like doctors, but it was because when I was 11, my nana died of ovarian cancer. And I was with her every day, sat at the side of her in bed. And, it was awful. And when you're 11, nearly 12 years old, you just think doctors can fix everybody, don't you? You just think, you're a doctor, you can sort me out. But obviously, I didn't understand she even had cancer. I just knew that my nana was growing looked like massive verrucas out of her feet. Oh, bless you. I know, you've got all this to come, but don't let me put you off. But I'm just saying, to add these verrucas growing out of her feet, and I didn't know what they were. I just thought it was a verruca. And it wasn't. It was cancer. It was growing everywhere. And she survived for so many years, and then it came back somewhere else. And for a child to understand what's going off when all you think is, well, that's my nana and she's not very well, and why aren't the doctors making her better? It's very hard to then be told that your nana's died and you're like, well, she's gone to the doctors, the doctor can fix her. That's what they do. So yeah, I hated doctors back then because I thought all doctors could fix people. Bold, yeah. Some can pick up and get better in a way that I've had patients that suddenly stop all treatment and go off playing bingo and have a Chinese and suddenly start eating and everything. It's about 18 minutes past 2 in the afternoon here, just to answer your question, my dear. And then all of a sudden, bang, downhill. You will find some people do this, getting better, getting worse, getting better. I think it depends on the type of cancers and things. And then there's some cancers that are aggressive, are really aggressive. They start in, say, especially brain cancer. We've had a lot of patients with that diagnosis recently. And, it starts and then literally less than 12 weeks, potentially in some cases, because you don't know how long they've had it. That's the thing. You don't know how. You're like, oh, thank you. Thank you, my dear. You don't know how long they've had the disease, because if you think with cancer, it don't really show its full potential until it's quite progressive. So you could have had it. I am, my dear, I am. You could have had it a long time, and then all of a sudden you get symptoms. But by that stage, it's different grades. Like, how it works is the higher the grade, the more progressive the cancer is. So, what do you mean? Don't you? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And we only get involved when really patients stop eating. When patients stop eating and drinking and stop taking the medication because they haven't got an oral route, then we come along and put people on what we call syringe drivers. And every day we have to top up that medication, which is a cocktail of drugs bespokely made for that patient. So if they're in a lot of pain, obviously they'd have more pain medication added. And if they're being sick, they'd add more of that. So everyone's different. Everyone's unique. Do you know what I mean? So what are we doing? We're on about community nursing and some of the tasks I have to undertake in my job, you see. Oh, flipping heck. Smoked ham sandwich. That would give me indigestion. So yeah, it's a tough old job, and you have got to be a certain type of person to be able to do it. You definitely have. And you got to remember, I work alone. I don't have anyone with me. I don't have another nurse with me. I don't have anyone. It's just me. And I have to make the right calls as well. A lot of the time you have to go with your gut. You have to go with a gut feeling. Is this patient nearing the end of their time? And you've got to crack on. You've got to crack on. Oh, sardine. Oh my God. Yeah, someone once in the office had sardines. It stunk the bloody office out. It was ridiculous. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for that. Oh, stop it. You're making me blush. I can't accept nice comments. I need people to be mean to me and then I'm all right. You know what it's like. It's no. I told you. I've told you before. I can't take nice comments. I don't know. Maybe because I've had a really tough upbringing. Well, I don't do 24-hour shifts. I do shorter shifts, but more of them. So some people work 12-hour shifts and I work 7.5-hour shifts. So 1 week I will do 6 days without a break, and then say I work Monday to Saturday and then have Sunday off. That's it. And then straight back in again on Monday and do a 4-day stretch and then the weekend off. Then straight back in again. Or sometimes they can give you a random day off in a week. You can have like a Wednesday. And it's like, what can you do on a Wednesday? Just have a shitty Wednesday off. Yeah, so... Yeah, in hospital, when I was a student, yeah, definitely, they can. It was like this hierarchy of people thinking that, they've got this status and that's how it comes down, and it's not very nice. And that's why I like being a community nurse, because it's just me and my patients. And my patients like me, and that's the main thing. Oh, do I? Oh my God. Does that mean I'm old if I sound like your mum? Bless you. Yeah, it is still a rough shift pattern because my days are not always the same. So I have one shift, what's 8:30 to 4:30, which I like that one. I can do stuff after work. I have an early shift, what's 7:15 in the morning to 3:15. It's just you have to get up super early. That's the only thing. And then the killer of a shift, what I hate with a passion, is 1:15 in the afternoon start until 9:15 at night, which is not glamorous. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we can't function without either or. That's the true fact. Is she? Oh, you must be young. You are, aren't you? You're only a whippersnapper. Bless you. Yeah, and you imagine doing that late shift, right? And you're going in flats on your own. You're going in people's houses who you've maybe never met before. And you don't know what's behind that door. You know, it could be a house of multiple occupation with maybe 10 people in there. There could be all male or female or mixed. And you knock on the door and you go in and you're like, oh, are we going to be all right? Because you don't know, do you? You don't know. You've got some people, hello, dearest. You've got some people, obviously, who have got, I love dogs. I love dogs. But you've got then some people who have got massive dogs. And I actually been bit by one. And that wasn't a massive dog. It was a little Jack Russell. And the lady had put it outside because it was going berserk, right? She put it outside, and then a neighbour rung up and said, your dog's barking, sort it out. I thought, chuffing hell, we're in the middle of an important procedure here, and she's ringing up, and she slammed the phone down. So the lady said, I'm going to have to go and bring the dog in. I said, yeah, it's all right. It's okay. I'm just finishing up my paperwork. Next minute, she went, oh, I've dropped it. Phew, straight at me. Didn't see it coming because I had my back towards the door. Just felt something get on the back of my leg. Bloody dog had bit through my trousers, punctured my skin. I was like, oh my flipping wars. Couldn't believe it. And she said, oh, she come running. There was like a delay. She come running in. Oh, is it bit? Yeah. I said, yeah, it chuffing has. It's bit me in the back of my leg. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And she said, oh, I'm ever so sorry it got away from me. I was like, yes, it's all right. Got in the car, and long story short, I ended up having to go to A&E for a tetanus. I had to have a tetanus shot. It was crazy. And then they told me I'd had a lifetime's worth of tetanus shots. I went, how does that work? I've had too many tetanus shots, and that was at the hospital. And also, I didn't realise, because I put my cardigan on, I had blood pouring out my arm. So I don't know where the hell she'd stabbed me. She'd obviously hit a vein or something. She didn't put a plaster on or anything. And I'd just toddled off, back to work, as a soldier was, back doing my patient visits, and didn't realise until I took my uniform off and there was blood, like tomato sauce, all over my bloody tunic. Couldn't believe it. Thank you, my dear, thank you. It's what I'm born with. We've come across them. I've been in places where they have been sent. On the border. Lincolnshire, but on the border, yeah. Yeah. Like special establishments, I have been in there because obviously if someone's got a wound, we have to go where we're needed. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We have to go where we're needed. So, yeah, I have been in them institutes. And it is daunting. It is daunting because you don't know, do you? You don't know if they're suddenly going to come charging at you with something. You don't know. So me, no, I'm a petrol head. I know, I like Formula One. I'm a big Lewis Hamilton fan. That might put you all off now. But I'm a big Lewis Hamilton fan. It's weird in being in a red suit, though. Who else thinks it's weird in being in a red suit? It's crazy. Yeah. So used to being in a Mercedes one. Do you know what I mean? What have you put? Worst fears? Oh, yeah, well, I've been bit by fleas as well. I've lifted my top up and I've had hundreds of bites. And I'm like, how the hell? How the hell did they get in my tunic? How did the fleas get inside my top? And they did. I got bit to shit rags. Ants. I've been in people's houses where ants. I've seen them run across my sterile field before when I've been doing a wound. Yeah, it's amazing. Oh my God, we're not getting into this game. You're terrible. Use your imagination. I'm not going to comment on that one. No. Don't get anything like that. Don't get any danger money for that. And no comment. Use your imagination again on that one. Use your imagination. Oh my goodness, you are all cheeky, aren't you? Bless your cotton socks. Anyhow, on a lighter note, where you all watching from? Where you all watching from? Obviously, I'm in the UK, but where you're watching from? Drop me some comments. Come on. Where you watching from? At least you're making it interesting. You're passing my cup of tea time away. My tea's actually getting cold. Oh, no wonder. You're not a million miles away from me. Only time I go to Manchester is for the bloody for the airport. Oh, thank you. India. Wow. Never been to India. Do you know what? Last year was the first time I ever had a proper Indian curry. Orlando. I have been to Orlando. I have. My mum and dad used to have a place not far away from Daytona. Yeah, I only ever went once. It was only that wasn't a bad thing. Just couldn't afford it, couldn't afford it. But trouble with that is I don't do well with cream. Do you know coconutty? Yeah, it sets my IBS off. I can't have that. So I like biryani. I do like biryani. Jesus Christ, I'd be on the toilet a month, wouldn't I? I wouldn't need a suppository if I had one of them. Hi. Yeah. No, I'm into biryanis, but the trouble with biryanis is it's a bit more rice. There's no meat, is there? There's no sauce. And I know that's how it's supposed to be, but it's a bit, yeah. Oh, Melvin. Nah, now you know where the jeans come from. And I don't mean the jeans you put on your legs. Yeah, he is my cousin, Melvin. Cinnamon. I don't mind it on an egg custard. I don't mind cinnamon on an egg custard. Yeah, I know, it is dry, innit? I bought one from Tesco's the other day, and I was like, 6 pieces of meat and all this rice. Oh, God, you're going to kill me now. I put tomato sauce on it. I put tomato sauce on it because it was that dry. I was like, I don't want else to put on my curry. I had to make it a bit moist. Do you know what I mean? I hate that word as well, but 6 years ago. Flipping heck. I know. Cinnamon, I told you, cinnamon only on egg custard, which is an English pudding. I don't know how to describe it. Help me out, guys. Egg custard is like, well, it's egg custard, isn't it? It's egg and custard with the cinnamon on top. French. Oh, go on, expand. Oh, okay. 6 decades ago. Oh, imagine. And the only time I went to Melvin's, I was 15, so it was a long time ago. Understaffed. Well, we are allowed to have a cup of tea, you know. We are allowed to have a cup of tea before I have to go out and do all my other patients. We are allowed a dinner break. So, and I don't work in a hospital. Flipping heck. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Definitely a long time ago. And Melvin has been trying to come over here, you know, but I don't know what happened. I think he was coming with my auntie, but she didn't want to come in the end, so he bailed. Because he was supposed to be coming in August. Look, I ain't even drunk this cup of tea. The Rock. Isn't he a wrestler? And then didn't he go into films? Is that what you mean? That Rock? You're right. Egg custard is short sweet pastry. It's very nice. I've never tried to make one. Probably poison myself. I know, but Phyllis says that about being on a plane. But she used to come over with Ken. She used to come over with Uncle Ken, didn't she? So, what's the difference? It's the same flight, isn't it? It's the same amount of time. Hey, at least she could sit wherever she wants, because there's always going to be a random seat spare somewhere, isn't there? What did I say? Earnings are private, and they pay pay companies for ambulance. Hold on, I'm reading. Oh. No, I was going to say something, but you might take offence, but this is only my views. I wasn't daft enough. I've got Mr. Bluebean. Let me show you. Hold on. There he is, in front of the fire. Sparko out. Oh! Hey! God, you can't tap anything in this house. He thinks someone's at the door. It's me, you Wally. God and Bennett. No. To answer that question, no. Oh, God, yeah. The thing is, right, Frenchies don't do well when it's really warm weather. But yeah, this plonker will go and sit in the sunshine and be panting because he's too hot, but he won't move. He loves it. And same with winter. Best time to take him for a walk. He puts his little coat on him. But then when the fire's on, he just takes all the bloody heat. See if he'll talk to you. Snuff. Hey, Dylan. Come and say hi. Mr. Bobine. Bo, don't be ignorant. Come here. Say hi to everyone. You got the baby. There we go. Hey, you got the baby. Is that your little dog? It is, isn't it? Pugs are very similar, aren't they? They are very similar, but I've just always had a thing for French bulldogs. Favourite food? Oof, that's a good one. Sunday dinners? What else? Nothing too crazy. Well, yeah, Birmingham's not a million miles away, but they probably are. I couldn't say yes or no, but they probably are. Oh, thanks, Boobine. Phew, I used to. I'm being good now, aren't I? I don't even know what we're having tonight or the next night. We'll just go buy sell-by dates in my fridge. Boobine, Snuff. Do you know, does anyone else's dog have selective hearing? Boobine. Can you hear my tummy grumbling? It's been fed as well. Blue. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, not every day. English people do not eat English breakfast every day. I only have that treat, if you've watched on the channel, when I've done a lot of walking. So I walk a 7-mile round trip to that place where I get that breakfast, and then I'll go to the gym for an hour and have a personal training session. So that's why I have the English breakfast. Because you're supposed to have like your protein and whatnot. You're supposed to take more of the protein in. So that's why I do it. I try and calorie count a bit, but that's why. But yeah, it's hiya. It's not what English do all the time. It's like we say, well, I drink a cup of tea all the time. But I have coffee, but sometimes, I don't know if you find, if you have too many coffees, you're a bit wired for sound, aren't you? You're a bit like, can't sleep, can't shut off, buzzing. Or is that just me? So I have my cup of tea. Try to. Oh, I'm glad you haven't got smell-o-vision or whatever they call it. Blue is just, oh, boo. Oh, boo bean. You scruffy git. God and Bennett. Oh. And I ain't even give him anything to make him like that either. It's vile. Oh, Blue. Oh my God. Oh, I got bullied all the time. All the time. Yep, constantly. Yeah, I have got some iced coffee. I bought some in a litre tub the other day. Oh, God, what's that? Eating tea, drinking bad teeth. I know they have cold tea. I've never tried cold tea. Scone. Is it scone or scone? Do you put the cream on or do you put the jam on first? Now, that is the question. Yeah, there's that many different teas though, isn't there? I don't like Earl Grey. My mum used to have Earl Grey and I'm like, oh, that's really strong. I have Yorkshire tea. Yeah. My dog smells, whoa. Oh. He's disgusting. It can clear a room. It takes the back of your throat. The thing is, I need to open a window, but it's raining, so you can't even open a window. It's that bad. I tell you. Yeah, well, this is Yorkshire tea, but it's pretty damn cold now because I've been nattering, haven't I? Too much gassing. Typical lady. Go on, say it. Typical woman. I know. He's attention seeking. That's probably why dog's trumping his brains off. He's trying to get in on the action, isn't he? Ugh, it's not very nice now. It's gone past its best. It's a scone, not a scone. I know. Well, don't scones sound rather posh? I can't. What do I call it? I think I call it a scone, but I'm not posh. So, and do you put your jam on first or your cream? I think I put my jam on first. Tatty, and there's different scones though, isn't there? There's one with currants. There's one with cherries. And there's one, a cheese scone, isn't there? Oh, I know. He's suckling little dog here. He makes more noise than I know what. Yeah, there's loads of scones. There's loads of different varieties. I remember I went out for breakfast with mum and dad to a garden centre, right? Tell you this tale. Took them to a garden centre and I said, right, cook breakfast, woo, yay. Mum was up for it. And my dad went, well, we've had our breakfast. We've had cereal. And I went, well, I haven't had any breakfast because me and mum had this chat, right? And we're having a cooked breakfast. Well, she's not having one of those. And I was like, oh my God. I said, so what can I have then? What can we have? I ended up having a tea cake. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I have never known someone penny pinch. And the thing was, he wasn't even buying mine. But I, a grown woman, was not even allowed to have what I wanted. So I had to have this bloody tea cake. And mum, she's 68, couldn't have a cooked breakfast. So she had to have, I think the half to scone. This is where my angle is. The half to scone. Half to scone. How tight is that? And when they have a pot of tea, they always half in it. Oh, it does your head in. I know. I know, my dad definitely does. My mum tries to fight it, but he always has the last say. So, sound like Jamaican. I've been to Jamaica. Well, all I can do it, I can't even do it, I think, when they go, "Yeah, man." I can't even do it. I can do a Birmingham accent if the person's still watching from Birmingham. I'm a nurse. I'm in blue. I'm a nurse. Yeah, like, let me try and do it. Hold on. Okay. Are we ready for this? I just can't do it. Okay, let's try and do it. I'm from Birmingham and everybody talks like this. That's as best I can do with a Birmingham accent. Sorry if I've offended you, but that's the best I can do. Yeah. Big light on, big light off. Blackpool illuminations going off, turning all lights off. Do. What else does he do? Heating. It's crazy. That sounds like an Indian. Oh dear. I'm not even going to attempt one of them ones. Germany. I've never been to Germany. Never been. I've been to Spain and France. That's about the closest I've been to Germany. I've never been. No, not been. You're a Londoner. Oh my God. Can we do one of them? All right, mate. Oh dear. Apologies, Paul. Didn't mean to offend you. I do like accents. They do make me laugh. They do make me laugh. But I've only ever been to London once, and that was to catch the plane last year from Gatwick. Oh my God. I couldn't cope. I can't cope with the tube. I can't cope with trains either. Stress. How do you know where you're going on the tube? How do you know? I even asked people who worked there, and they sent me on the wrong one. And I'm like, oh God. Yeah. And what is that wind? What is that wind going on when you're on the tube? What is that? It was boiling. It was October, and it was boiling. And the bloody wind. No, freaked me out, that. Freaked me out. Well, it didn't smell of farts if it was, but it was weird. It was weird. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yeah, I do like the Liverpool's accents. Calm down. Can't do that one. Can't do that one either. So, Indian. Oh my God. Mice? Oh, didn't see any of them buggers. Indian. Oh, I don't want to upset people because I'm literally not that type of person. Oh my God. When you go, goodness gracious me. I can't really do it. Oh, we tried. We tried. God loves a trier. I'm definitely one of them. I don't know. Japanese? Oh my God. Can't do Japanese. Can I? Not a chance. Not a chance. Yeah, no, I was going to say you do it, but it's a bit hard when it's me doing all the yabbling, isn't it? So, I don't know, guys. You certainly brightened up my dinner break. Sushi. Oh. Nah, never tried it, but just raw fish. Raw. My mum goes, if she's got a head on something like a chicken or a fish or anything, right? And it's got an eyeball, she went, it's looked at me, I can't eat it. Literally, when we go somewhere, she's going, it's looked at me. I can't eat it. I can't. Sorry. So it's so funny. No, only fish and chips, but not very often do I have fish and chips. Cheese? It's a bit fattening, so I only have cheese slices at the minute. Oh. Like and subscribe, please. We're trying desperately to get to 1,000 subscribers because for all my efforts, I don't get anything. I don't get any pennies. I don't get adverts. I haven't got enough subscribers. So I've been doing this for the last 3 years. Just been trying my damnedest to get everybody to like and subscribe. Yeah, but I'm not a millionaire, guys. I can't go, well, today I'm going to go on my plane and I'm going to fly here and I'm going to show you around this museum, because I can't bloody afford it. And number two, I'm always at work. So unfortunately, I do what I can. I'm engaged. Been engaged, well, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Been with him 26, bless him. And he's the complete opposite of me. Absolute, complete opposite. He's not Maddie. I've got to be careful because he sometimes watches these. He's not Maddie, but he's quiet. He's very quiet. And he has his moments where he can come out with some jokes, which are quite funny. But, yeah, he's very reserved. What's the word? Like I say, complete. Well, I do if I haven't been fed, but you're lucky I've had my dinner, so you're all right. I've had my dinner. So, what's that? Mr. Beast is too rich. No, I'm not rich at all, my friend. No, definitely not rich. Can't do it. Got a big heart. Got a big heart. Yeah, which you can't buy, can you? So that's what I am. Definitely. That's it, Paul. That's what I was trying to do. Got a big heart, care for people too much, get treated like crap a lot, get walked upon, get hurt a lot, but that's that's what comes with it, isn't it? Oh, God, James, don't even go into that one. What is going off? I mean, what colour is that? Is it tango? Is it Brazilian, fast dark, wood oak, mahogany? What the shit in hell? Oh, bless you. Now, what, you're never got any money. The harder I work, I've still got no money. No. I'll never be a millionaire, but the thing is, with my job, I think I get job satisfaction, so... Oh, don't even talk about him. Yeah, I didn't vote. I didn't vote in the election because not being nasty or rude or ignorant, I just find them all the same. They just promise you the world, get in and do whatever they want. That's my opinion. And yeah, so we'll leave it there. My car tax has already chuffing gone up. Blue, stop scratching your face. Oi! Chuffing dog. He'll end up blind. He keeps doing that. Yeah, my car tax has already gone up. I'm showing about the car. Oh, bloody hell. Let me show you what he's doing. What are you doing? Don't play dead now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Roly-polies. Are you doing roly-poly? Have you got your tongue out? Yeah. Where's that dinosaur? Where's the dinosaur? Where's the bloody dinosaur? We got... That's it. Muck me up. Boobin. Boobin. No. He's not listening. That's Mr. Bluebean. He's a crazy dog. Smelly, farty, crazy dog. Takes after me. No, not really, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I know. Yeah. What can we do, hey? What can we do? No. No, I don't. And that's one of the questions I have to ask everybody I go and see. Do you smoke? Do you drink? Oh, bless you. I don't know. Well, my friends, I've been yabbing on too much. I'm going to have to disappear in a minute and go do some work, aren't I? Hey, I'm gonna go do some work. Gonna help some more people. Like I say, please like and subscribe my channel. It does mean a lot to me, Mr. Bluebean. I've only been doing these lives, well, since just before Christmas. So, yeah, you too. Surprise, surprise. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like I say, we're trying. I know I'm very trying, but we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And like I say, I might not be able to do what some people do and go around the world and show you everywhere, but I just try the best. There's a lot. There's lots. I don't know. Same with doctors though, isn't there? You must be pretty switched on. That's all I can say. Yeah, well, I've never been a big drinker. I never really drank much. But then when I decided to cut down, I haven't had any alcohol for 5 years. Don't miss it. I just have a latte. Or I've just got into these mocktails, but I found there's mocktails and mocktails, isn't there? Oh, thank you. Do you know, some people say that in a sarcastic way. Paul, they do. They go, oh, we'll give you a clap. I've actually had that thrown in my face by someone. And it wasn't very nice. I know you're not. But someone once did. Say, oh, we'll give you a bloody clap. I'm like, wow, where's all that gone since COVID? Chuffing hell. Soon forgot, didn't it? I know. Mine is too. Oh, Blue's let one go again. Blue! Blue! We don't need to know. Oh. Right, I better go. So thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I know, it's that bad, isn't it? It's burning my eyes. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Like I say, gonna bring some special content on Saturday of me going to Mercedes to try and get this car sorted out, and they're gonna give me electric car to test drive, so that will be fun. Yeah, let's see how we get on an electric Merc while that one's being fixed. So we'll see you another day. And we'll show you smelly ass Blue in a minute. Oh, say bye, Boo. I will try, Paul. You take care too. Say bye. Love you long time. See you later. See you later. Bye, guys.